Hello, Dr. Grissom. This is me coming in with the week 3 sprint update for myself. To begin, I'm going to show you our PowerPoint slide. Um, oh, so we kind of did this a little bit differently than what exactly it says, but here's pretty much what we've all done for this sprint for this week. We actually got quite a bit done. Pretty much what I mainly worked on was setting up WSL to begin with. I created a YouTube video for the rest of our group to follow by to set up WSL2 for the Expo Firebase on Windows 10. And then after that, I set up the email and password authentication. Then I also set up the error catching alerts for the register pages. And then I also set up Google Auth, which is not compatible with Expo Firebase, so we decided to actually scrap that and move it onto like a version 2, since we decided as a group we do not want to detach from Expo. So yeah, that is the division of our work. You can see what everybody else has kind of done here. I'm sure that they'll explain it in their video. So to begin, I am actually going to show, where did it go? There we go. Oh, I'm getting text messages while I'm trying to do this. I want this move over. Alright, so first I'm going to just show you, if you try to sign in here with Google, this is the alert that it ended up coming up with, where it shows that it is not supported in the Expo client because of the custom URL scheme. So when I went to go to refer to these docs, it does say that the version of Expo Firebase is not compatible with Google Sign-In at this time. So unfortunately, we aren't able to continue going through with that. So what I'm also going to show you is I'm actually going to switch over to the develop branch. I stayed on that branch specifically just to show you that. So I am going to close this out, git checkout develop, git stash. Why does it need to merge? Git checkout develop. Current index first. There's nothing wrong with this. I hate this so much. You know what? I just think that this might be on here. So if I go to create a new account, I'll do dilpic14@gmail.com. And then if I do 1234, return 1234. Okay, it'll show. Oh, you can't see actually that, but it'll show that the password that password entered does not reach the minimum amount of characters needed. Oh, I guess I have a typo in there that I have to fix, but it has to be a minimum of 8 characters. Now, if I just choose some random characters to go in here, I guess you can't see it on the screen, but I have 2 different passwords. Let me do 910, right? And this is the error message where the passwords do not match. Yeah, so that's the error catching that I did. And then on top of that, I finished setting up the login. So 16 at apu.edu. Maybe this application doesn't show the password on purpose, but as you can see, I just actually logged in. But yeah, when you also register, it'll show your username that you create and password. That was what Dallas was working on. I don't have that on this current branch, but what's cool is you can now actually all see like these cool little game tags. Yeah, you could. That's what Mina and Azaria worked on, pretty much getting the game tag set up. We're working on the popular games and getting the actual information seeded into the database, which we will be working on here in the future. Yeah, so highlight the code in GitHub. So I know that this is on my current branch that I'm on. That's the package.json. Let me go over to screens and our register. Nope, that's the reset password button. register password. So pretty much these are all the if statements on handling the sign up. We still have the Google Auth in there. This is just on this branch. On our develop branch, this is not actually in there, as I did merge this with our develop branch at first, and then we just deleted manually the Google Auth stuff. Here's all the alert messages that is on there. I could actually go to our develop branch just to show you. On the develop branch too, Dallas is also set up a little bit more of the Firestore, getting the username, the first and last name, all of the user information that they will be putting in. So, yeah. Let me go over to login real quickly as well. This is just that easy handle login, and it'll navigate to our homepage. I know in the past in mobile app development that this is a few lines going down. For whatever reason, it was not allowing me to do it, so I had to put it in one line of code. It's really ugly, I know, but yeah, so, alright. So, yeah, for the most of my time was spent doing the Google Auth stuff, as there was error after error and troubleshooting after troubleshooting until I finally got that alert that I showed you at the beginning of this video towards that. So yeah, here is our team Gantt chart. I'm going to quickly go over our sprint 4 before I go onto my timesheet. So what I will be doing is I will be adding the map functionality onto our map screen, and on top of that I will be configuring the search bar, so that way our map can search for a specific location, whether it's by address or if I just type in the name Hermosa Park, it'll show me any Hermosa parks that are within the area. Hopefully we could actually implement a way to do just like basketball courts, so you can see basketball court locations. I know that's going to be a little bit harder trying to use the Google Maps API, but I mean, it's just something to look into for us. That's what I will be doing this week. You can see that our map functionality is scheduled to be roughly about 6 hours, and the configure search bar is roughly 8 hours. If I do happen to finish that beforehand, I can either go back and maybe double check to make sure everything we've done in our sprint is complete from the previous one, or help out some of the others with some of these other tasks. So yeah, let me go over to my timesheet. So group 2 pickup game. Please excuse me for that. And I don't know why that took me here. Timesheet. There we go. So we will go back to 2 weeks ago. Ignore Sunday the 31st, as that was part of Sprint 2. So pretty much subtract 6 hours from this. I'm already at 12 hours and 39 minutes working on these different tasks. I don't know why this wasn't considered part of this. Oh, wait, never mind. Because we had enabled Google Auth last week. So pretty much linking the Firebase stuff with the application kind of goes with the Google Auth stuff that was set up last week. I think that's what I intended by putting the hours in where they were. Yeah, as I said, that this took a long time to set up the Google Auth stuff. Pretty much almost all of these hours were that. And I will go to this last week on the 7th. I also spent more time. Oops, I just moved that over. How do I do that? I don't know what I just did. But you saw that before. I think it was like 5 hours and 22 minutes. 5, and then this is a 0 right now. And I got a -1. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I spent an ample amount of time working on the Google Auth primarily, and overall ended up getting the alert set up for when you mess up registering your password, so that way the user knows what they did wrong, and setting up that backend for the register password, username, password, and login. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, my phone disconnected from the thing. Anyway, thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. It's really unfortunate that we can't do Google Auth, because I was really excited about doing that, and I put in a lot of work to that, but maybe in the near future, when Google Auth is available through a web application on Firestore, it will work. Thank you. Have a good day. Good night.